and a lot of men that are out there walking around like zombies. They're
Hmm.
like they're not sure where to direct their energy, where they to direct their power. They're constantly being stifled with who they are. The masculinity is being removed from them slowly, and they're forced into an environment where it's really concede and give in to this feminism that is being pushed on them.
Hey, Kesh, how are you? Best
Pretty
wishes
good,
from
pretty good.
Costa Rica
Nice.
to Costa Rica.
Thanks. Good to
Yeah.
meet you again, Thomas.
Yeah, today we want to talk about modern men and what's going on in our society, especially with all the situations we face in the world, but also our closer environment. It's a really fascinating topic for all of our men here in the world. And in the
Right.
end of this little talk about modern men and what we can do, we have some presents, we have 3 practical hints a man can do today to step more into his power. But let's
Oh,
start.
yes.
How do you see the situation of modern men today?
Um, I see it honestly as there's a lot of hurt and a lot of men that are out there walking around like zombies. They're like
Hmm.
they're not sure where to direct their energy, where they to direct their power. They're constantly being stifled with who they are. The masculinity is being removed from them slowly, and they're forced into an environment where it's really concede and give in to this feminism that is being pushed on them. I mean, I have nothing against feminism. Of course, I'm married. I have a
Hmm.
wonderful wife who's in the same. She does retreats as well. She's a dancer. She's a movement. She does yoga. She does everything. So I'm all about the feminism as well, equality. However, it's never going to be equal, and it should never be equal. Unfortunately, the men are being forced to meet halfway, but then step down even further to validate feminism.
What
So I don't
does
know if
this
I want
mean
to use the
for
word
a man?
feminism.
Okay,
Sorry,
yeah, yeah. What
sorry.
does this mean for a man in
It
his
means
world?
that
Does he have
they're not being
stress
men.
or
They're
because
not
he's a
being a man.
provider?
Their ability to provide and to step up as a man is weakened,
Hmm.
right? So they feel weak.
Yeah.
They feel no power at all to represent and to like even if they slack a little bit, if they come off that little pedestal a little bit, they're made to feel small,
Hmm.
and unfortunately it affects us emotionally as men and
Hmm.
mentally as men, and of course it breaks down the entire body empowerment of man.
Yeah.
So I just want to reach out there and try to help bring some of those men back into the state of stepping up, owning up, speaking up, because
Wow. Yeah.
right,
Let us
our
know.
voice.
What do you have for an idea? What do you want to do?
Okay, so my idea is to bring some men down here in the jungles of Costa Rica
Hmm.
and have them see what it's like to be a man again, fend for themselves, go for jungle walks, immerse themselves in nature, medicinally, spiritually, mentally, practically, just get their hands dirty again, um, fending for themselves, right? just
Yeah,
just giving them
great.
an opportunity to open up and share amongst each other, confiding
I,
each other, learn from each other, grow from each other. A group of
I
men
think,
can accomplish a lot
yeah.
more than you know anything else, really.
Yeah, it feels very powerful. It's also like if I think on experiences in television where they show live what's happening. So it's like an experiment, a really interesting experiment. What happens when 5 men come together in the jungle and make gatherings? And yeah, wow, nice, nice view you got here, and
Sorry,
step
I just
together
want a little bit
into
more
their
like,
power.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly, come back into their power.
yeah. That's great. So to imagine this, what can happen? So I think this is like also an experiment, which is very interesting for men to be in this situation. 4 weeks with other men in the jungle, don't having distractions from outside things, like from female energy, to really empower themselves to get
Yeah.
back their warrior. So as a kid, like 4 years, we are warriors, we are like Indians and cowboys, and with 4 years, but then the school comes, and we got some maybe brainwash in a short way, I would say it, and then
I
we
like that.
get
I like that word,
yeah,
brainwash, because
yeah,
it is so true. We've been brainwashed.
yeah,
Even society in general has been brainwashed, not just the men, the kids, the women, the whole
yeah,
society in general has been brainwashed, so that way we can feel small and we have to follow the rules of which somebody else has dictated, right?
hmm,
And it's not for our benefit, it's for their benefit.
yeah,
So we need to wake up.
yeah,
Mentally, we need to wake up. Physically, we need to wake up. Emotionally, spiritually, we need to wake up.
absolutely.
So even if it's just that 1 month, it's a
Yeah,
start, right? Because they say no habit is formed in less than 21 days. So coming,
yeah,
coming,
yeah,
coming away, it's not a vacation. I mean, coming anywhere,
yeah,
going anywhere for 2 weeks, it's nothing. Like
yeah,
this is nothing. This is not enough time to learn, to grow, to change your mindset, to change your
yeah.
habits. It's not enough time.
I think it's also, in my opinion, very helpful for today's leaders and business owner who shape a little bit the environment, who have clients, who have to provide not only for the family, for their clients as well,
Yeah.
and give them powerful solutions to really be in their male energy, in their male
Yeah.
power, and
Yeah,
explore this.
exactly. This is great for small business owners. It's
Yeah,
great for in the work environment how to regulate your emotions. Don't
yeah,
allow the emotions or to overpower your rational thinking. So it's working with both your mental capacity as well as your emotional capacity, right? A lot of times you find a lot of anger and a lot of
hmm,
lashing out, a lot of outbursts because of that. Like road rage is a perfect
yeah,
example. We
yeah,
get mad, somebody cuts us off. I mean,
yeah,
like, really?
yeah,
Come on, control that emotion.
yeah.
But it's a
That's a big
buildup,
mind
though.
shift.
That emotional outburst is a buildup of things that you're
Yeah,
unable to control.
yeah, yeah.
Right? So, yeah, these
Also,
are the
like
little things.
feeling the flow, yeah, like to be in the flow, like to see what's going on, to be in the now without any distractions. It's a total different mindset, because without the distractions and connecting to five powerful men, and as I know, in business, usually there is like another man is like an opponent, is
Yes, yes.
like the other company. We have to compete each other. This is what we learn from society, and when we see another man, it's about we have to fight now. But the question is how we can not fight against our male power and
Work.
against
Yeah,
others
we
and
need to work
compete.
with each other. Yeah, we need to
Yeah,
work with
to
each
work with each other.
and build each other up. So that
Yeah,
way, that's the only way you can succeed, right? Is if you
yeah,
build each other up. Because you see that your opponent as an equal, you
yeah,
work much better, right? That the emotional, the rational, the brain, the whole energy around that meeting alone is equal, and there's no
hmm,
up and there's no down. There's just, you're talking man to man. There's that word, man to man, right?
yeah.
You're talking to each other man to man. You don't get to say that
Yeah.
every day.
It's a good imagination, good energy to feel this. Also, when we think a lot of thoughts in our mind, and in
Yeah,
such an environment of five men in the jungle, you just think of the others, how to connect, how to can, yeah,
yeah,
communicate with each other, and there is
yeah.
no distraction. So it's, I think it's a powerful thing. And when you made this experience, or these five men who are there and do this experience, they come different to. They come back as a different
They
person,
come back as a different
as their
person,
real
absolutely.
person. Yeah.
They come back having everything in line, right? The
Yeah.
whole idea is to connect your thoughts, your chakras, basically.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go spiritual on you there, but
Yeah.
it's basically aligning yourself to the person you're meant to be and the person you want to be.
It's all about living our full potential. It's easy to say, live in
I
your
know.
full
Yeah.
potential, yeah, but to
It's easy
really
to
live
say,
it,
harder
that's
to
it.
do.
Yeah, yeah.
That is so true.
And
So
it's
my
interesting
goal,
to
yeah, so
research.
my goal is to bring 5 men from over 40, because I figured
Mhm,
at the age of over 40, they're probably already been conditioned in some way or
mhm,
another. Um,
mhm,
but they want to change that. So 5 men over 40 for 1 month. I mean, I'm going to give them an opportunity to, if they want to continue to work remotely, they have access to internet, they're not completely cut off. However, I need the dedication of 1 month for them
mhm,
to establish some sort of change in their lifestyle or in their habits or their routine, right? So we provide them a vehicle so they can move around freely. We provide them
mhm,
early morning breakfast, meditations in the morning, a gathering, so that way they have a safe space. They can use the
mhm,
safe space however they want. They have their own cabinas. They have their own private space in their cabinas,
mhm,
but there's a shared kitchen area where they all come together for food.
yeah,
We have a huge fire pit area. They can all come together for a nice evening fire under the
mhm,
stars. They can do whatever they want. They can do sharing of of experiences, right?
yeah,
Sharing of knowledge, because that's the whole
yeah,
idea, to bring people from 5 different parts of the world, or experience, or profession or career, so that way they can
mhm,
all learn from each other. So that's what the space is all about. And where we're located behind 3 rivers, so which means you
mhm.
have to come through the river 3 times. And I'm not talking bridge, I'm talking through the river.
Wow.
Um, so it's very private
Yeah,
and secluded, and you're literally in the jungles. You have beautiful jungle in the background, as you can see
yeah.
behind me. That all back there is
Wow.
all jungles back there, not a single
Powerful.
construction site, nothing.
Yeah.
There's nobody back there other than the
Especially if
national park.
someone comes from New York, where you just have big buildings and the Central Park is the only green thing. It's really a
Yeah,
different thing
they
to
have
be
the
there.
concrete jungle. I have the real thing.
Yeah. Wow. Cool.
So I want to give them a piece of the jungle, a piece of Mother Nature,
Hmm.
and let Mother Nature nurture them. Let them get
Hmm.
immersed in that energy of the plants, the trees, the river, the everything. We have a beautiful beach. As you can see, the
Hmm.
beach is right back there.
Hmm.
Like the ocean is right back there. We're about 15
Wow.
minutes from the closest town. We have a supermarket. We're about, I don't know if you got surfers out there. We're about 20 minutes from the nearest surfing beach.
Hmm.
We have the amenities to do a lot more than just immerse themselves into the jungle. It's giving them freedom to come together as men. That's the
Yeah.
idea.
Absolutely. Wow.
So yeah,
Very powerful.
that's my goal.
Yeah. No, great. So very powerful. I love this idea, and it's like would say it's like an experiment, also like reality, yeah,
Yeah,
experience to
you
really find
mentioned
out
that.
what happens, because
Yeah,
it changes the persons who are in, but it also can change the world when they go out and bring their light to the world. They
yeah.
shape their environment with this energy. This it could be like a little snowball effect, which I would like to see and imagine. So, Kesh, what happens if we now put this video on YouTube and like lots of people will see it and friends share it and say, hey, man, and women share it to their men and say, hey, it's a great thing. You see it maybe on Facebook, on YouTube. What happens when 20 men apply? So you have to talk to them, or how you find out?
Yeah, because we have a criteria basically. There's an application form you fill out, and you tell us
Ah,
why you want to be
okay.
one of those 5 men.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no judgment at all. If
Mm-hmm.
we can get 5 out of the 20, that's great. We can actually set it up for another 5 at another time.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's going to be I want it to be an
Mm-hmm.
ongoing event. I mean,
Okay.
my wife wants to do a 1 month for 5 women
Yeah.
in September, no, in April, March,
Mm.
April.
Oh,
So she
great.
wants to do her experiences as well with the sisterhood. And I see a lot of that happening, but not enough of the men
Yeah,
gathering.
absolutely.
So
Mm-hmm.
I want to be the first one out there. I'm sure there's lots of men's retreats out there, lots. However,
Yeah.
I think mine is slightly different. I'm doing 1 month
It's a
because
gathering
I
also. It's
want
not a
dedication.
retreat.
It's not a
Yeah.
retreat. It's not a vacation.
Yeah.
It's
So now,
you're out here to work it.
and now you experience the energy, you feel also you're masculine. I feel you're very connected with this energy, especially when you talk about this. Do you now have 3 tips which a man who sees this video today can implement today or the next days in his life to step more into his masculinity?
Well, I'll be honest with you. When I first came down to Costa Rica
Hmm.
5.5 years ago, almost 6 years,
Okay.
I came from Toronto. So I
Hmm.
came from a big city where my mindset was completely different. I was all about
Hmm.
city living and following the rules of everything. And then when I came down
Hmm.
here just before COVID, um, you're forced, you're literally forced into living a different lifestyle. The
Yeah.
amenities, the luxuries of all the gadgets I used to carry around,
Hmm.
um, it, I didn't see it as important anymore. Right? What was
Hmm.
important was my well-being, my state of mind, the way I
Hmm.
felt about myself. And since I've been here, I found myself um, connecting with more myself, connecting with my inner
Hmm.
thoughts, listening to my inner
Hmm.
thoughts, because there's so
Wow.
much peace and tranquility around me.
Yeah.
It allowed me to not hear other voices. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Not
Yeah.
no other influences. For the first 3 years of when I was building this project with the containers,
Hmm.
we had no internet. Like
Yeah.
we lived in a valley. Like we have
Yeah.
Starlink now, but before Starlink was available, we had no internet.
Yeah.
So we were forced to listen to ourselves. We were forced to have a one-on-one conversation. My wife and I had more conversations with each other without influence. We had no TV. We have no TV still.
Yeah.
Um, and the internet, we were only had access to internet on our phones if we walked up a 45-degree angle hill at a different level of the property where we had signal. And
Yeah.
we did this every morning and every evening so we can get in there, get signal, get communication, then come back down, start back to work, start
Wow.
back with that living, that style, you know. So,
So,
so yeah,
oh,
this space gives you that opportunity to reconnect with yourself.
wow.
So
Right.
I want some guys to come out here. I want them
Yeah.
to come. I want them to come and experience what I've experienced,
Yeah.
the
Great.
growth that I've done. I want to share that with them. Get their hands dirty, get their mind clear, get their body cleaned up, you
Yeah.
know, rethink how they're doing their lives and their
Yeah.
partnerships and their work habits and their business, however, whatever it is they have that they have to deal with every day. Their kids, how to communicate with their kids, how to
Yeah.
communicate with their partners and their partners, whether it's in work or
Yeah.
relations or private.
So what I would say, what helped me to come to Costa Rica, and this would be my recommendation, is to see this video right now. Look at Kesh and imagine you're standing there in the jungle. Imagine you doing this experience and really feeling that your masculinity has the space to evolve, and also by exchanging with other men you feel
Yes,
connected. This you can do right now. When you see the video, you just imagine how this will be to feel empowered by others, and to develop your inner energy. This you can imagine today, right now, in your mind.
yep,
Even if your environment, which is your mirror, yeah, which we are,
yes,
which we created, even if it's very different than this. But this is what we can do
absolutely,
right now.
absolutely.
Imagine this and develop the energy to be there, to connect, and then things will run to this direction.
Yeah, I want them to feel what I feel
Yeah, great.
and the
Great.
growth that I've made in my time here. I want to
Yeah,
share this experience, and that's what it's all
amazing.
about. It's sharing experiences with our fellow men.
Perfect. Great. Thank you. Thank you, Kesh. I'm very thankful that you shared this very valuable information. Also, that you want to share the experience you made and your wonderful, beautiful land. I love it. I
Yes.
feel the vibration. I'm relatively close to you, just 30 kilometers distance,
Yeah,
but
you're not far. You're not far at all.
not far away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very happy
And
having talked to you. And yeah, maybe we see us later. Maybe I'm there as well. We will see what
Yes,
the future brings. And now, for
absolutely.
all of you who want to apply to have a space in Cash's gathering for the 4 weeks, maybe your business owner, we talked about this.
Yeah,
Write him. I got
I,
all
I, I
contact
actually,
information.
I'll put this out there as well. I don't mind if one company comes out here with their employees, so
Hmm.
they can create a work environment of how
Hmm.
to communicate better with each other. That's
Hmm.
totally open as well. I'm
Yeah,
totally open for that. So yeah,
that's great.
absolutely. Putting it out there.
It's a very good idea. I think there are some business owners who work on projects, and I also worked on projects, and they asked me what can we do, and we did like a kind of retreat, but it was not so long. It was just 1 week to work
Yeah,
together to improve communication, that a project runs smoother without burning out the team. So the
yeah,
team gets their energy, steps into their power, and with this power, they can finish the project in a different health situation, different energy, out of their full male energy. I think
I love
this
it.
is
I
an
love it.
interesting
I
idea
love it.
also, yeah.
That's perfect. Yes, I love it.
Okay, thank you,
So
Cash,
thank
very
you again,
much,
Thomas. Thank you very much.
and see you soon. Bye bye.
Take care.
Ciao.